Chapter 1. The Desperate and Downtrodden. Ooh, that's a good title for this episode. By the way, the loading time got better as I got past that stuff, so 2 years old. I knew it was a time. Dantalian throne room. I want to call it a Dantalian. I don't know why. Oh my god, we're all here together. Dantalian apothecary. I like the little hat thing that they have. I've done what I can, Your Majesty, but the fever has worsened. None of the potuluses are strong enough. That's a weird-looking throne, by the way. Queen Venezia. But can he recover? But he can recover. Same thing. He might, with rest. Don't spare her because it's her husband. Will he recover? Side glance. No. He has 2 weeks, 3 at most. Use every poultice, every herb. I don't care what it takes. Do everything you can. Do you understand me? It shall be done, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, about Annalise. Lucretia, I'll find the apothecary. We need proof. A bottle of poison, powdered Adderall, anything. What shall we do, milady? She travels with a lot of girls. Hold them off. I need time. But if we can prove she's killing him, this kingdom will be set right. Waltzing into the viper's nest? Not the smartest move, Lucretia. And so poorly disguised. Your father would be disappointed. My father, and your king, lest you forget, would be proud, you fool. And when I prove this pretender on my throne has been poisoning him, we'll see who's in the viper's nest. Take up arms, quickly! Dun 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 ba 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 dun 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 ba no. And we fight and fight and fight and fight and attack. Oh, I don't get a cool fight scene? Come on. Oh, no, I get a very cool fight scene. I don't know if I want to use Ida because won't she... I can place 5 units. I have more than 5 people. Warmancer, boom. Let's go ahead and... Can I see the enemies? Now, how am I supposed to place the characters if I don't know my enemy formation? Check equipment and stat. Nope. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I don't understand what button that is. It's like check equipment and stats. I'm assuming this is a strong formation. It doesn't... Whatever. I'm assuming this is a pretty strong formation. We have to defeat all enemies. What do we got? A unspecialized level 2 Cavalier, an unspecialized level 2 Warmancer, unspecialized level 2 Healer, unspecialized... So these are the 4 classes. You have a Cavalier, you've got Warmancer, you've got Apothecary, you've got a Ranger. sword and... Why am I using a wooden longsword? Yeah, she's a more tanky cavalier, looks like. I got a wood hammer and a pocket for carry skills, but... Can I click this? I cannot. I got arrow rain, which is shoot arrow rains into dealing path. Can I get them with that? I mean, I could technically hit her with it, but I don't think... I think that would be a... I feel like that's a waste of time. Boo! Oh, when will we Rangers stop this Ranger on Ranger violence? Fireball. Shoots a ball of fire dealing 85% fire element damage with a 5% chance to inflict burning status. Potent against Noxus. And then I have like a dagger or something, I don't remember. Yeah, 100% chance to hit. 100% chance of being awesome. What do you got? Restoring Flask. Healing based on magic attack, and got a hammer. I might as well just use it. There you go. I hit you in the back of the head with a bottle and you're healed. I'm the best healer ever in the lands. Oh, yeah. No, always be healing. Because they're going to do the same thing. Quick attack attacks twice in a turn with... Hunker down, protecting the cavalry and all allies with extra evasion. Oh, I might as well do that. Yeah. Rand armor and sword bash. Oh, I've got the skills that I had. She had for some reason. Yep. Yeah, she went for the one guy who's not, And it says all caught within, but honestly, it's worth hitting my own guy for this. How much HP do you all have? I got 31. Let's move you here. Fireball. Yeah, you only got 44 hit points. Here you go. Ah, they're starting to spread out their damage. Excellent. Sadly, they're also starting to spread each other out so that they don't get hit by my AoEs anymore, but... I'm just gonna hit you, because I don't think I need to do anything else. Yeah, death. Death awaits you, fool. I don't think a Warmancer is... Yeah, I just need to hit you. I don't need to be so fancy. No, I can't get an arrow rain out of him. So I'm just gonna shoot you. The tide has turned in my favor. Come to me, enemies. Burn, you traitors. Oh, I set him on fire. Sweet. I don't seem to be gaining experience, I don't think, though. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. Burn in the flames of torment. So I can attack, which is enough to kill you, so I don't need to get fancy. Hello, chump. And big. Yeah, I got 5,000, whatever that is, and 1 iron armor. That's the way we play the game. You suck, and I rule, yeah. Interesting. So the queen is accused of poisoning everyone, but it looks like both of the daughters, based on the little flash forward we got, may not be entirely good either. Oh god, Wolf has got... Hey, did you not want to help, Wolf? That last of them. My father is dying because of that apothecary, you traitor, and now I have the proof I need. Proof? Some putrid slop you extracted from a chamber pot? Don't make me laugh. Laugh all you want, but soon the world will know the truth. You've been poisoning your king. Sister, you've come for me? Oh, thank the gods. They want to send me away to Leith. Uh-oh. What have you done, Annalise? Get back! I'm sorry, sister. I'll come from you. I'll find a way once I'm queen, but you must be strong. Don't bother following me, Wolf. Your guards aren't as loyal as you may think. And you're waiting for what exactly? Follow her now! You still love your traitor of a sister, do you? Even after that? I want her gone. Tomorrow you'll escort Annalise to Cairn Monastery and leave her there until Lucretia is dealt with. Do I make myself plain? Annalise? Won't the king object to his daughter's exile? King Trigon is all but dead. Every day she's here, we're harboring an imminent threat to the queen's life. She shall live. That alone is a mercy. Give her safe passage through Amblemere and let me know when it is finished. Yes, your majesty. You'll need soldiers. Conscript some troops for the trip at the recruitment center. Outfit them with whatever items you see fit. Ida, Desmond, and I shall take care of it. Good. And impress on this child what happens to those who commit treason against the crown. Is she wearing the crown? Probably not, because she's not the king yet. And Wolf, take this to have it tested. If it is indeed poison, I'll have that apothecary worm flayed alive. Oh! She's not the one poisoning him? If you insist. You can now access the item shop, the recruiter, and the tavern from blue nodes on the world map. More at the tavern will unlock later in the story. From the world map, you can access troop management to learn new skills, change equipment, and more. Tutorials and compendiums are also available with a host of information. To progress the story, go to the closest red node on the world map. I think we should go now. I do not. Why not? Because I am not making hand gestures while I speak. Alright. So we need to go to the wait rooms. Troop management. One-handed cavalier. Oh, we're leveled up to 4? How do we level up to 4? Over a decade ago, King Trigan, the current king of Tropus, housed in his capital city Dantalion, was engaged in a war with Valen to defend his nation from forced unification under one ruler. A select few mountain passes along the Boltra Strip and some scattered naval warfare, which neither side was particularly well equipped to maintain, were the only real means the two sides had of fighting. So the two armies largely camped out on either side of the Boltras mountain range and carried out multiple skirmishes over 4 years. Oh, weird. To this day, tunnels and mountain passes along the Boltras range are often littered with skeletons from past fights or ruins from constant bombardments, both magical and mechanical in nature. The war ended 7 years ago, largely from the death of Valen's king Caltrin II. His son, Caltrin III, seeing the toll war was having on his collapsing nation, ended the war under a peace agreement, setting Leith up as an impartial judge between the two nations. Though Caltrin III still serves as king, he holds little true sway over the whims of his nation, and Valen has become a dangerous hotbed of magic and vagrancy since. Oh, that's not good. The Scandal of House Belneve. King Trigan was not always married to Queen Venezia, and how he came to have his first wife executed and remarry was a scandal for years throughout Tropus. At a young age, prior to taking the crown as king over Dantalion, King Trigan was wed to one Patricia Belneve, a noble woman by birth and from wealthy stock. She bore him 3 children: Lucretia Belneve, the eldest and most willful; Annalise Belneve, a quiet and kind-natured child; and Henrik Belneve, the only boy and merely a toddler when it came to light. Patricia Belneve was adopted and not a true noblewoman by birth. This wouldn't have mattered had their marriage not been rocky from the start. Why did he marry her in the start then? Though Trigan was dedicated to his children, doting on Lucretia the most and constantly keeping her by his side, his marriage to Patricia had lost its spark of love almost instantly, if in fact it ever truly existed. So when the youngest Henrik took sick, his health slowly waning till his death turned up traces of poison in his bloodstream. Poisoning again, interesting. Patricia was accused of the crime. King Trigan had been keeping various mistresses for years, and there's nothing like a love of scorn to drive one to murder. She was executed for the crime, and King Trigan quickly remarried to Evangeline Venezia, a gorgeous and strong woman courting the king for some time, her connections to wealth and a powerful military family helping her cause. It was later discovered when Annalise also took ill that one of the children's nannies was infatuated with the king and poisoning the girl. She was executed, but to this day none know if Patricia truly killed her own son, or was conveniently blamed so the king might be rid of the... So none of these people are great. Ida is a faithful friend to Desmond and Vashti. She's known both of them many years and trained the overwhelming number of conscripts under their battalions. A brilliant and kind-hearted tactician, Ida left her home in the village of Dunkirk as a volunteer in the military effort, training under Wolf prior to the end of the Arcadian War with Seraph. She saw limited action on the battlefield during that war, but was promoted to general for her efforts in routing mercenaries and disenfranchised Valen soldiers in the years that followed. She's a private woman, keeping her family history and lineage away from the public eye. Vashti grew up the daughter of a wealthy merchant family in a small rural estate along the Erebor coast just west of the trade city of Erebor. Her brother, Benson Dalmon, was her closest friend and protector. 5 years her elder, he volunteered into the Arcadian War just as it had begun. He was injured in battle, sent to a triage center for recovery, and died there 3 months later. Vashti was beside him and saw the horrendous condition most soldiers faced in those triage centers. She joined the war effort shortly after as a nurse, though she had minimum medical training. It was there in a makeshift triage center on the western edge of the Boltrees Mountains where she met Desmond Rhines after he suffered a serious shrapnel injury from a magical explosion. After his recovery and the end of the war, Vashti officially volunteered alongside him in the Tropis Reconstruction Initiative under King Trigon's leadership and worked her way up the ranks to general in the... Whoa, I'm a general? Desmond grew up in the poor northern region of Andres in the town of Holbeck, nestled between the Darmouth River on the west and the Boltrees Mountains on the east. His father was a captain in the Duke's private guard, but the local peasantry was neglected, and a series of poor harvests made the region volatile. When a dispute over one serf's legal right to freedom and the Duke's refusal to grant it led to a parcel of land catching fire, the peasants blamed the Duke, stormed the castle, and massacred the guard, Desmond's father included. His youngest brother, Bartholomew, commonly visited a nomad who had taken up residence outside Andres. He was considered a charlatan and performer of cheap illusions, but Bartholomew grew faint after one such visit and fell from the family horse as Desmond was bringing him home, striking his head on a rock. He suffered severe injury to his brain and regressed to the intellect of a toddler. Desmond never forgave himself. His mother, never able to blame her firstborn for anything, confronted the nomad. The two had an altercation in the town square, she loudly shaming the nomad for his son's condition and calling the other residents to seize him. Before they did, he threw a dusty substance in her face. She began coughing violently, but tackled him with such force that he fell to the ground and began coughing as well, while the other villagers took him away, tarring and feathering him. Within days, both Nomad and Desmond's mother were dead, bleeding from eyes and mouth. Desmond was forced to travel with his brother to his aunt's near Dantalion, the capital city. But he was crushed seeing his younger brother struggle daily to live anything resembling a normal life. He left home often and didn't return for days at a time. Once Bartholomew died, Desmond was overcome with shame and volunteered in the war. An up-and-coming soldier in the war effort against the east, Desmond was badly injured when his troop was ambushed while passing through a city in the mountains, though the commanding officer was killed and Desmond took over the commanding troops before sustaining wounds that he was expected to die from. Sent to a triage center in the Boltrees Mountains, the nurse in charge of him was none other than Vashti Dalmon. He recovered and was promoted to general for his efforts in that battle. I might as well check out Lucretius. The eldest daughter of King Trigon, children in the Dantalian royal lineage take the family name of their mother. Why? Lucretia, probably because only the person who sits on the throne can be that might make sense. Lucretia witnessed her mother declared a fraud coming from non-royal blood and executed under accusations that she poisoned her own son. Despite this, Lucretia grew up loving her father. The man was larger than life, a skilled diplomat, and incredibly kind to his daughters, especially to Lucretia. She was the firstborn, the strong-willed, the beautiful one, and he always sensed she would one day do great things. But when King Trigon remarried, Lucretia found herself second in line, both for her father's attention and to the throne. Life became a battlefield. The new queen, Evangeline Venezia, was cruel and calculating, making it abundantly plain that Lucretia had no claim to the throne. The household was a prison, and Lucretia couldn't even turn to her own younger sister for support. They were too different, and Annalise was occupied with things Lucretia thought weak and unbecoming. So Lucretia began making plans. She trained and watched, dedicating her life to studying diplomacy, intrigue, and war. Her shadow followed everyone, but her father most of all. She watched, she waited, and her time was coming. The sword and crown are her crest, symbolizing the right to power by any means. Interesting. So we have an item shop. What item? I guess that's what you call where you buy things. Oh my god, what is this? can buy a linen rope for him. He gets more SP, more defense, more magic. Nothing goes down. Light boots. I think that's jump, but I don't know if that is. Oh, I'll take my money, spend a. Oh, I can get her a helm, which is HP, SP, and D. What's the benefit of a crossbow when it lowers my attack? It wants me to hit something for item details. I don't know what that is. Oh, here we go. 5 tile range, can't target adjacent. Only slightly better. Damage calculations on my attack times 2.4 minus the target's defense plus his magic defense divided by 2. Why is magic defense? 6 tile range, fast cast speed, crossbow with. Okay, this is. Why is it? Says it's better. So I can go wood or I can go wood, but if you take the longer, I think 5 is fine. My evasion goes down, but my HP goes up by. I don't think you're going to be. Oh, oh, that was probably when I had the shield off. Never mind. Since you're two-handed, I'm going to. I think you already have a wooden longsword, so never mind. Just get you some extra armor. We already have one of these. I don't feel the need to sell. You're also one-handed, so I'm going to give you this. I have one of those already, so I'll just equip them. And then you can just buy. Good job on them having you know, oh, it doesn't like auto move. I forget sometimes. Tavern. No chatter. Poor woman, I feel she wasn't given a fair shake as queen. After her youngest died, they said she poisoned him out of malice. King Trigon and her never really got along, I suppose. Or so they say. He always loved his children more, especially that Lucretia. Guess I can't blame him. She's easy on the eyes and ew. But to have Patricia executed, if you ask me, he did it just to marry that Venezia woman. Nobler blood in that one. Illegitimate sisters. The story of Lucretia and Annalise is a sad one. The two girls often would be heard playing in the Dantalian courtyard, but that was years ago. After marrying the king, Queen Venezia wasted no time in declaring both girls illegitimate, and around that time rumors began swirling that King Trigon was ill. Between you and I, that timing seems a little too convenient. City wasn't much before Trigon's war with Valen. The iron and spices in Botis Mountains made it what it is today. As the tide of war starting to turn to Trigon's side, the influx of trade brought many to the capital looking for work and riches. Some found it, and the others, well, you'll likely find them drinking themselves to death. While ending years ago, we haven't really forgotten the war with Valen. Day in and out, I still hear the stories of families torn apart, young men conscripted just to die in the mountains. Under King Caltrin II of Valen's capital city in Servov, died under mysterious circumstances. Some say black magic burnt the skin from his bones. Others that an assassin took his life in the bathhouses. It took weeks for news to reach the soldiers. It's still common to hear songs commemorating the boys killed days after king couching the second minute's end, their lives caught in limbo between a war that ended long before they stopped fighting it. There you go. If you're just wanting a history lesson, that's fine, but don't ask for more than that. Magic is and has been forbidden in Tropus for a long time and for good reason. Ask anyone in the neighboring hamlets and they'll tell you horror stories of dark magic. People bleeding from their eyes and mouths, writhing in the dirt as foul creatures crawl from their bellies. Oh, they're demons. That's not good. Such magic has no place here. We ship abominations who practice such things to Volin or Leith. And good riddance, I say. Channeling natural energies, water, fire, what have you, that's your business. Just keep it to yourself. So that's a good little place to like pick up some. So it wants me to know if I want to go to the recruiter. Do I want to go to the recruiter? I think I'm okay for now. Oh, you can respec people. So you can earn medals and get some stuff. Well, I probably want the one that gives me the info on contracts. But when we come back, we're going to start heading west because we've got a princess to escort.